Hello everyone. So in the last video we had done this logic gate tester where the thing was that it is very slow, and whenever I wanted to test the logic gate I need to hook up the wire again and again to the next logic gates to test it. So right now I have prepared an automatic logic gate tester using the ESP32 by thinking that the ESP32 has a lot of GPIO pins by which I can read all the logic gate at once. But I know that it has taken a lot of time to upload this video, but the thing was that there were many hardware limitations due to which it took a lot of time to solve it. And finally, after solving all the problems, here's what I have built from it. So right here I am going to be connecting the digital pins 13, 12, 14, 27, 26 and 25 in a series to the logic gate IC pins 13, 12, 11, 10, 9 and 8 so that I can test the logic gates. Right, so coming to the code part, so here the code is like this. So for the NOT gate inputs and outputs, I have declared the pins right here, the 13, 14, 26 as inputs and 12, 27, 25 as outputs. And like this only for all the gates I have declared the outputs and inputs. Now I have declared a character named as choice, so that in the serial monitor if I want to get the AND gate tested, then I can type letter A, and I can test the AND gate. And I will begin the serial monitor by 9600, and then this is the code which will run first at the serial monitor. And here I have given some character letters so that I can get to know by pasting which letter I will get which output, which means which gate will be selected to test it. And for now I have declared the pin mode right here, so the inputs and outputs by giving a for loop, and again by a for loop, as I am going to be testing 2 logic gates per time, so I have declared it when I is less than 2 and pin mode for all the logic gates to declare the inputs and outputs. And next, coming to the void loop, so the actual code which has to be run is typed here. So when nothing is available in the serial monitor, it will ask a character value for the character variable known as choice. So it will basically read the value from the user, and this is the first code to test the NOT gate. So if I enter the letter N right onto the serial monitor, then first it will print testing NOT gates, and then a loop will start until the I is less than 3, because as there are 3 logic gates, if you see logically there are 3 logic gates. So right here, this is the thing which runs. So I have declared an integer named as OK to the value 1. So right now what happens is, if you see the NOT gates, then when the input is high, then the output should be low, right? So this is what I have coded right here. I have put an if statement. So when the input is low, the output should be high, and when the input is high, the output should be low right here. So if this condition is true, then the serial monitor will print as working or failed. So if the condition is good, which means if the condition is true, if the logic gate is working, then it will print as working, and if it fails, then it will print as fail for each logic gate. And this is that thing which has done for all the logic gates. So for example, for the OR gate, it contains 2 inputs and 1 output per logic gate, right? So here I have given digital right or a low, and because if you see one logic gate, so because if you take an example of per logic gate, then one logic gate can contain 4 types of type. It can contain 4 types, which is here when both the inputs are low, when one of the input is high, and when both the inputs are high. So when both the inputs are low, the output should be low, and when both the inputs are high, the output should be high. which means if any one of the input is high, then the output should be high, right? So this was the code for the OR gate, and like this only for all the gates have written the code, as you can see. So after all is done, this the serial.println just have put an hyphen right here so that I can get to know. Now after uploading the code, let's open the serial monitor. So already I had uploaded the code, so right now I am opening the serial monitor, and I am going to be placing the IC7432, which is the OR gate IC. So I will give the character value O and press enter, and right here as you can see, it has tested the OR gate 1 and OR gate 2, which was both the logic gates on the right side of the logic gate IC. So which means both the logic gates are working, and like this only for all the other logic gates, if had placed an XOR gate, then I would type X and print enter. Since I have not placed it XOR gate, it is showing the failed, which means our logic gate IC tester is working. And this was the circuit and the code, and I hope you like the video, and I am going to be giving the link for the code and the circuit diagram in the description. So make sure to like the video if you like it, and thank you for watching. See you next time.